Is the Shop Draft Profile Edition. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in via Facebook Live, Twitter / Periscope, and YouTube live stream. So the prospect we're going to talk about today is Chuba Hubbard, running back out of Oklahoma State, a Cowboy, 6 foot, 208 pounds. He was 9th on my running back board. I really like this prospect here, his strengths. He can catch out of the backfield, important today in this NFL with all the passing schemes that's going on. Also, what he can do, when you get him in the open field, he can make you miss. He's really nice at that. He has nice side-to-side movement in space, nice stutter step. He has a good stiff arm. He has really good patience. This is one of the most impressive things about the player. He has really good patience. He uses his blocks very well with his offensive lineman. He waits. He's very patient with his running style, kind of similar to a Le'Veon Bell type of style, where he kind of knows where his surroundings are. Okay, this defender's here. How do I leverage this blocker to make sure I'm not getting touched by the defender? Really good about that, and really understands kind of blocking schemes. Really innate instinct for that, which I love. Like I said, the great awareness. He has good balance and body control. Can make you miss in the mesh when there's all these people around and there's kind of nothing there. Can make a couple people miss. Kind of some nice agility right there. He has more speed than you think, and some of my concerns were his top-end speed, but once he does get at the top-end speed and he can accelerate a bit, he can run away from some people. It's not elite, it's not special, but it's solid. But it's definitely solid for sure, and he has a stiff arm, and he's a really good cutter, really quick feet, like kind of little pitter-patter buck, really good cutter. Really good backfield vision as well. Now, in terms of the weaknesses, and this might hurt his upper end potential in the NFL, he's not dynamic. He's not a dynamic athlete. He's not this guy that you're going to see run over people. He's not going to be running away from guys either. Not a special athlete. That was the biggest concern. And sometimes I love his patience, and I complimented his patience, but sometimes he waits too long. Right. And it's like, you can use your blockers, you can have good patience, and that sounds all nice to say, but at the end of the day, sometimes like you got to go, you got to cut, you got to make this move. Like sometimes it's not like, let's wait and see what comes to you, because sometimes it's kind of like, we need to take what's there. So I think that stuff he can all develop. But in terms of, he doesn't have the upper tier elite athleticism and strength, but he has everything else that I just mentioned. And teams that can use him: Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Miami Dolphins, Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Jets, Atlanta Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, a bunch of other teams. Every team needs a running back. I had him 9th on my board in total out of all running backs. And I was thinking about it. I was like, you could argue that he should be higher. This is a prospect that was third, that led the nation in total rushing yards as a sophomore. His junior year did not have the same year. He was hurt for a little bit of his junior campaign. I think he can get back on it. The NFL environment's a little bit more healthy, but I really do like this player. When it's all said and done, and I've said this before, some people, you might think I'm crazy, he could be the best running back in this class. And I wrote down poor man's Le'Veon Bell. I'm not going to say he's Le'Veon Bell, because Le'Veon Bell at one point in his time, his prime, was a all-pro caliber player, but he can definitely be a bell cow back, best case scenario, for years to come. He's a guy you're going to get probably in the later rounds. We're talking about 3rd, 4th, maybe as late as the 5th round. But if you get him, he has the potential to be pretty good. In worst case scenario, he can be a solid, good back for a couple years in a rotation. And that's the prospect talk for Chuba Hubbard. Share this little video with your whichever platform you are listening to me via. I appreciate it. And if your team, or if you know somebody who needs a running back, check out Chuba Hubbard.